getting up early this morning because we're off to pick up our sail. It's getting dropped off at the dock, which is a couple miles away. We're going to go in the dinghy, get the main sail into the dinghy, and then we have to get it onto the boat. So a little bit annoying we couldn't get it while we were on the hard. It would have been a lot easier, but at least we can get it back. And it's been changed, so a fair bit shorter, basically. I'll explain it when we put it up, but hopefully it's going to have a better shape now. We'll do some better sailing. Woohoo! So we're also picking up some hydraulic line because we're changing out some of the hoses that go to actually most of the hoses. So Darcy's just measuring them all out now, so we'll take them back. Good timing to pick both of them up, and really nice that they were both able to come here because we were kind of paying for things and working with them when we're back over at the other boat yard.
So is that 10?
Hopefully the sail's coming as well. They're a little bit late, and so we'll see.
A little more.
And that's how you lift a sail into a dinghy.
We are ready to go. We got the sail, we got the hydraulics figured out after a little bit of a confusing conversation. Entirely my fault because I don't speak Spanish, and we are in a Spanish-speaking country. But I think we have a path forward. We'll have to wait and see though.
We do have a big sail. That's the main thing. Well, hydraulics are pretty important as well. We're going to use the spinnaker halyard to haul it up onto the boat. Hopefully it goes all right and doesn't mess up the pink. That's what I'm always worried about now. I'm sure I'll get used to it.
I'm taking apart the hydraulic hoses right now. Just got to make sure the fitting thread is correct and try not to get hydraulic fluid everywhere. That last part, when I was trying not to get hydraulic fluid everywhere, did not go well. I got hydraulic fluid everywhere.
Oh no.
The hydraulic guy lent me this so I could put it in here just to make sure the thread pattern was the same. And it is, which is very fortunate because you never know what has weird threads. And so the hydraulic hoses should be made today, and then we're going to run the hydraulic hoses, and then he's going to come back tomorrow to do the final crimp because we have to crimp the fittings on because it's better than field fit fittings. We have field fit fittings for emergency repairs, but the ones that are pressed on are significantly better. Making some headway.
Yay. Huge day today. We got our mainsail back. We got a whole bunch of hydraulic line from Total Hydraulics. They're really good. We went to some boat shops, a whole bunch. We got our fire extinguishers back that were getting inspected. Yeah, bought a bunch of things we need for the Atlantic crossing. A bunch of things for the boat, of course. A bunch of things for us for the crossing. Life jackets checked. The little cartridges that need to go in them. Spares of that. Just so many things. But yeah, really, really positive day. But we need to get back to the boat and actually do some boat work. Adam's been working away all day. It's his last couple of days on the boat. Then he's heading back home. we've got some hydraulic lines to pull, because you can see here, we've got a whole bunch of new hydraulic lines. We just decided we want to replace it all so we can 100% trust our steering and our hydraulic system. So that's happening probably partly tonight, because we've got someone coming over tomorrow to help from Total Hydraulics. So that's going to be really good, but we need to try and get as much done in the meantime. They're doing the final kind of check, and if you can see here, this one's already on, but we need it done in the correct spot for the other end. So long night ahead, a few more days of really, really hard work, and then we'll be out on the ocean sailing, and I can't wait for that.
Woo!
That's a full dinghy.
It is. All right, let's get out of here. Let's skedaddle.
Got a little bit of light left. We're not just out there because the weather was really bad the other day and coming from that direction, so it wasn't protected. We're over there, so it's a bit of a ways around, 2 miles or so. Depends on if there's waves, whether it takes like 10 minutes or 40 minutes, like the first time we did it.
In British Columbia, in Alaska, it's called stern tying, and it's lovely. And it's awesome, and there's generally not boats near you. Here, look at that. Look at over there. That's crazy.
Every time they go out and enjoy the day of sailing, they come back at the end of the day and they have to do that. I hate coming into docks at the best of times, let alone every time you come back home. So I'm happy to just live at anchor forever.
Although this is one sweet fuel dock.
Yeah, it's a good fuel dock. And very nice workers, because they've let us stay here with the dinghy for free.
And it's supposed to be like 25 euros a day.
Yeah, all the reviews say 25 euros a day, and they like literally said they'd mind our dinghy, make sure everything's okay. Yeah, never charged us anything.
Took our numbers and everything, just
in case anything they needed.
Offered to pay.
Yeah, we offered.
Like, no, it's okay.
Another boat coming in. All right, we've got to get home. We've got a tiny bit of light left. Although we did buy a nice torch today, so we have some, but we
have torches, we have flares, we have life jackets. We're rocking the
fire
safety.
Extinguishers that are working, heaps of hydraulic lines, and different pumps.
A whole bunch of stuff.
Yeah, electrical stuff, like just as many spares of things. There's just so many things. If you have a boat, you know, there's just so many things.
All right, no more wheel. We are doing a bunch of hydraulic work. Save a little bit of money. We're doing like kind of 90-95% of the work. We're taking out the old hydraulic hoses that are just not in good shape, and you can see here there's in this field fitting right here, there's a leak. So we're taking that out. That was from before we kind of bought the boat. And it's just been persistent, so we're just changing out all the hydraulic hoses. So there's, I think, like over 30 meters of hydraulic hose that are going to go in today. But we're disconnecting them, and then we're pulling all the old hoses out, putting the new hoses in, and then the hydraulics guy is going to come on to not really check our work, because we're just running the hoses, but make the final connections and everything. And the big run of hoses, I think, is original to the boat, and they're pretty much rotten. Their life cycle is around 20 years maximum, and it's been close to 20 years. Most people would say it's more around 10 years, so it's going to be a big job. Turns out I didn't actually need to take the wheel off. I thought I was going to have to disassemble the entire hydraulic pump mounting system for the wheel, because the access back here wasn't great. But I was able to find the right wrench and kind of get it up there and get all the hydraulic hoses loose. So this is the first one. This is the smallest one. And we're just going to essentially pull it back through here and start pulling it all the way over to there where it goes down. And if this goes smoothly, the next one should go well. And then if the next one goes well, the next one after that is going to be easy. And by well, I don't mean just what I just did there, like the whole removal.
Yeah, there's a long way to go still.
We're having a little bit of trouble with the hydraulic lines. We've ended up having to cut off the end to get them through where we want to get them through. Luckily enough, we kind of saw this coming, so we didn't crimp on the final ends for the hydraulic hoses that we have to pull in. So I'll have a much easier job pulling them in, but these ones are pure junk, so we're gonna cut them out. It's just a lot easier. Woohoo! There you go, Adam. That's gonna save us a lot of time. We have 2 out of the 3 hydraulic lines out now, and it's going really, really well. We decided to cut them at the halfway point that we could access instead of like messing with them around a really tight 90 corner. Hopefully running the lines will be easy. But we're just waiting for another messenger line to be tied on, because I want 2 lines through, and then when we pull all the hydraulic lines through, I'm going to leave a messenger line in with the rest of the hydraulic lines, just in case. It's always good to have messenger lines kind of through your pipe work. So, but it's been going really, 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 really well, except for the part that really sucked, which was a large part of it. So it's going okay.
I'm ready.
Can I pull?
Ready?
That's like butter. Okay, go. Yeah, I see the first one. Okay, keep pushing. Second one, and the third. Yes, buddy, we did it. That might not look like much to you, but that just made my day. Suey!
Yay. While Darcy and Adam finish off the hydraulic lines and complete our steering, so that hopefully it's really, really good when I get back to the boat, I've taken a bus into Palma, because even though we hired a car yesterday just for the day, because it was quite cheap, we wanted to drive around, pick up everything like the fire extinguishers and all the stuff that was really big and in different parts of the city. But of course we didn't get everything we needed. There's a couple of things the shops didn't have, and one shop was really nice and actually went and picked it up from some sort of warehouse, and so I was able to pick it up today, some bilge alarms. So we're going to have a really good bilge pump system on board with alarms, and yeah, everything else is really, really coming together. So quite excited. I'm very optimistic and happy about how it's all going. We've just got to get this steering sorted, and that's one of the last major things. Got my pickup right here.
Yeah. I just dropped off the hydraulics guy. I feel really bad because he thought the boat was a lot closer than it was, and it was a real messy ride. And it was like rough getting back to the boat, and then it was like that was going with the wind, and then it was a nightmare coming back here. So
yeah, compared to yesterday or one of the days where it was completely calm.
He was a total champion. He works with Total Hydraulics, and the whole crew at Total Hydraulics have been just, we can't thank them enough. So if you guys see this, thanks heaps. We'll probably thank you again a bunch more times. You kind of saved our bacon, and we really appreciate it.
Yeah.
It's a Saturday, by the way. Like, this is his like time off, and he did this for us. So we're extremely appreciative. So you don't know how bad this ride's gonna be, so you're still looking forward to it.
Oh, I came here on the dinghy.
It was a lot better when you came here.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is like the land of 100-foot powerboats.
Yeah, it's quite crazy actually.
There's like 30 or 40 of them.
Yeah,
Probably
and
way more.
one sailboat there, one sailboat here, and the rest are massive powerboats. Home sweet home.
Oh yeah.
Looking beautiful.
Lots of work to do though.
Yeah.
The drum that holds the furling line is completely disintegrated, but it's just a plastic drum. So we're taking it off, and it's the same with the one up front for the jib. This is for the staysail. So we're taking it off, and we're going to have a new one built. All right, got the top half off, and we just need to get the bottom half off, which will require just a hair more cutting. There we go. Ooh, that's probably some filthy water. And so we are gonna get essentially this recreated.
Because they don't make them anymore, the exact same thing.
Yeah, but it is fairly simple. So we are gonna get it recreated, and then the drum will be in 4 pieces, and so it'll be easy to put on. So that's what we're gonna do. We need 2 of these.
G'day everyone. We left Mallorca last night, sailed through the night. We're actually just passing Ibiza behind us, you can see. There's a ferry, there's a couple of fishing boats, but not much else. What is coming though is bad weather, and that's why we've left Mallorca. We spent a few days in the water doing some sea trials, testing everything that we fixed while we were on the hard, and it's all going smoothly, thank goodness. We're really happy with how it went on the hard. We were there for about a month in the boatyard in Mallorca. And now though, it's time to run from some weather, try and make it down to the Gibraltar Strait over the next couple of weeks, whenever we get some good weather, and then up to Portimao area in Portugal. It's in the Algarve. That's where we bought the boat and where we spent a fair bit of time at the beginning of the year fixing the boat before we left on a big trip to shake down the boat. We've done a bunch of fixing, but what we didn't get when we were in Portugal is our standing rigging. So that's what we're going back for. That's going to be professionally installed before our Atlantic crossing, which we're going to do November, December, so that we can spend the season in the Caribbean. But for now, we're focused on the weather. There's some bad weather coming. It's making it a little bit difficult to find a good weather window to make it through the Gibraltar Strait and up to Portugal. So we're going to take whatever we can get, any little window. We're going to make some moves. So that's why we jumped on this. We've got a couple of days of good weather to make it across to the mainland of Spain. Then we'll bunker down and wait for the next bit of good weather, or at least not bad weather. As you know, we're in the Balearic Islands. It's a group of islands that includes Mallorca, where we left, and we're about to pass through a narrow channel between the islands of Ibiza and Formentera. And we're a bit sad because we've heard about Ibiza our entire lives as the place to go and party, so we're not getting to do that. That's a bit sad. And Formentera, Jason, our technical services guide on Mallorca, who did all our paint information, gave us so much knowledge, said Formentera is one of the most beautiful islands. And it looks like it would be, because Ibiza is covered in, I mean, there's still actually lots of clear space in Ibiza, more than I thought there would be, but there's lots of buildings and cities and towns and things there. But Formentera looks completely bare, which is kind of the places we love to go and anchor. But unfortunately, the weather kind of dictates where you go when you're sailing, and we really need to get out of this whole area and start making our way across to the mainland and then along the mainland. And once we get through this channel, we can kind of straight shot it to the mainland of Spain and find a nice spot to hide from a bit of weather, and then keep our way going down the mainland and then down to Gibraltar. And we also just haven't had any time. We didn't even get to do much on the island of Mallorca because we were doing boat work literally non-stop. We had no time off basically, I think like one night, but didn't have any weekends, literally didn't even go and see much, so it's a bit sad.
We didn't even see the giant cathedral.
We just saw it from the outside, so we'll have to come back one day, but priority number one is fixing this boat and making sure we're ready to cross the Atlantic, and priority number two is actually getting to Portugal in good weather.
And our weather is right now pretty good. Right now Jamaica, like right this hour, is getting hit by a Category 5 storm. Yeah, so anybody, family in Jamaica and stuff like that, we're thinking about you guys.
And fingers crossed it's not too bad, but it's not looking good. So we're watching that as we're watching the weather. You can see all those things on Predict Wind. We see them obviously on the news and on YouTube, and there's lots of good stuff about the weather, but you can also look at other parts of the world on Predict Wind on the app. So not only where you're sailing, but what's happening in other parts of the world, which helps with learning the kind of weather systems and weather routing around the world and when's good time to be certain places. So anyway, yeah, all our thoughts to Jamaica at the moment.
This is the best spot for a lookout. I'm not saying the temperature has shifted, but it's slightly chillier than it used to be.
Winter is definitely coming.
It is, and we need to get south real quick. Beautiful sunset today, and it's great to be back out on the water. We're less than 24 hours away from our destination of, I don't know where we're going.
Mainland.
Mainland Spain. It's a safe anchorage, and there's going to be like a big blow coming in, so you gotta trust the weather forecast. So, whew. But man, it's I'm not quite getting goosebumps yet, but the wind really cuts into you.
I am.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go down and go to sleep.
Yeah, you're off shift for 12 hours. If you have never done a 12-hour shift on a sailboat before, and you sail like with two people, highly recommend 12-hour shifts.
Yeah, we definitely found it's worked for us, but we love sleep, so
yeah,
we need nice long sleeps if we can get it, and so this works the best. We've tried a bunch of different things, and definitely 12 is for us.
So I got, I don't know, like 8 more hours left in my shift, and I'm just gonna sit up here. It's great up here. You can see like absolutely everything. The screen's big enough that I can still see the screen with AIS. I know there's a couple of ships over there. Everything's staying away from us. Radar's on and everything. So that's just a lovely experience.
Yeah, the flybridge is so nice with a 360-degree view.
Oh yeah, it cannot be beat when it comes to like keeping a safe lookout. It's just beneficial that you can put a beanbag here and still keep a safe lookout like this.
Alright, don't you fall asleep. I'm off to bed.
Oh, I've gotten so much sleep. I literally got like 10 or 11 hours of sleep, so I'm pretty wired.
Alright, good night.
Night night.
Coconut's got the right idea and gone to sleep already. Had a big first day of sailing.
Coconut didn't even know that we were like actively sailing because the anchorage that we've been in has been like a bit rolly, so she just got really used to that. And then when she jumped up here in her little post, she was like all of a sudden like shocked, I tell you, that we were actually like moving somewhere.
Yeah, she was very clearly suddenly saw that the ocean was going past us. But she sat up there for a fair while at her favourite little spot, and now it's gone down to the couch. Nice and comfy for the night.
Oh, she's definitely out until about an hour from now when she wants food.
Yeah, oh yeah, she'll be up in the night again. Got our mascots, moose and polar bear from Canada and the kangaroo from Australia. Australia needs another one.
Maybe a drop bear.
Yeah, exactly. And suddenly all these boats just turn their AIS on, and I think leaving the kind of the city that's closer to here, I'll show you on the chart plot of it, there's so many boats. I'm guessing that it's like a fishing fleet or something, and they're leaving kind of early hours of the morning all at the same time for the best time to catch the fish or whatever it is that they're going after. So you can see the point of land where they all kind of left from, and they're all suddenly in front of me and around me, but I can't see them at all. You can kind of see a few lights here and there, and that's it. All the fishing boats are past now. They're over on the port side. They all came from my starboard, so they were the stand-on vessels. So I decided in the end to just slow down and turn to starboard, go off our route a bit, so that they would definitely all pass in front and clear of me. They were going about 10 to 12 knots, all of them. And they actually say engaged in fishing on their AIS now, so I don't know if that's the case or if that's just what they've put on there, but they are all fishing vessels. I've checked, and I've actually googled some of them and can see the vessels, like pictures of them online, so that's kind of cool. But yeah, they all left at the exact same time from the port just over there, not the port we're going to, so it's a fair bit closer than the way I'm pointing at. But yeah, they all leave at the same time. I'm not sure if they're leaving, if that's what they do, they leave as a group, or if it's just the best time to leave, so they all leave at the exact same time. But yeah, they certainly all popped up on AIS right at the same time, off to my starboard side and going about 10 to 12 knots straight at me. So that was a little bit of excitement for a night that otherwise had literally nothing else happen. No other boats anywhere near me.
We are arriving to Caleta del Estacio. I definitely pronounced that incorrectly.
Yeah, probably, but it's on the mainland of Spain.
Yeah, mainland of Spain, and it's really nice right now. The anchorage is a new anchorage, but it seems pretty straightforward. There's a lot of underwater stuff, so we're gonna go do that right now, and then you got to take your weather windows when you see them. So right now, in maybe a couple of hours, maybe 5-6 hours, the wind is gonna kind of pick up and be a really bad headwind, and that's why we're staying here. But it was supposed to be like that for like 4 or 5 days, and now it's kind of looking like it's not gonna be like that, and maybe tomorrow close to midnight we'll be able to leave. So instead of kind of getting here and resting like we had dreamed of, we're gonna get here. We need to get a little bit of fuel on board, and then some provisioning for the next week or so on board, and then just kind of be ready to leave. There's some stuff we got to order to Portugal because it's our last chance to order stuff like all our scuba stuff that we need to order, our dive compressor and all that. So we're gonna do that today as well, and have a fun-filled day of paperwork and ordering stuff and
getting
fuel
stuff.
and getting food, and then going to
Sleeping.
sleep. And our thing is, if it is right, then tomorrow, if we get everything done, we can do a little bit of exploring and have a little bit of time off and sleep in. So that's the plan.
And that's the anchorage in there. So we're going through this, you can see metal on both sides. It's because a marina started to get built and then stopped for whatever reason. And they've left behind the original kind of metal. I think it's from 2005. They never even finished making it. But now it's a bit of a protected anchorage because the rocks and the metal is kind of blocks any waves coming in. So it's pretty cool. Very different, very weird, very like spooky looking. But we'll see if it does protect us from the waves that are coming tonight. Well, we've anchored. We did read on some of the reviews online that there's lots of jellyfish in here, and there is heaps. It's covered. You can't look down without seeing like 20 of them. But that's all right. We won't go swimming here. We got a few things to do today, but I think first up will be some brekkie and maybe a shower. and a little bit of a relaxation time before we head in and do some of our jobs. It's so...
I was thinking the exact opposite.
Or do the jobs first.
I was thinking that we need to get everything done first because the wind is light right now and it's supposed to pick up.
Okay.
Sorry.
There goes. I'm going to look terrible for the rest of the day then. Be hungry, be tired. Fine. And then we'll come back and relax, maybe watch the sunset tonight.
Yeah, we'll come back in a couple of like 6-7 hours and have some brekkie.
Okay. Fine. But it is so peaceful here. It's just, I don't know, I don't think we've been somewhere that's just been so peaceful and calm, not a noise at all, just a few birds and the sound of water lapping on the wall at the back there. It's so nice. We haven't been somewhere like this in a long time actually. It's really nice. It might not look stunning, but
it's flat.
It's flat and it just feels so nice to be here. Oh, Coco can hear us out here. She knows that she would never try and come out when we're underway, when it's been a bit rough. But here she is, ready to come.
Hey, cutie.
Want to go have a look out the front, see where we are? It's one of the flattest anchorages you've probably ever been to. Have some cat grass for brekkie.
She has to garden.
Good girl. What do you think of our new spot? I think she likes it. Darcy gave in when I mentioned I could make a really quick fruit smoothie before we go.
Is that it?
Can't describe how nice it is being back out at anchor.
It is just so much fun. And one piece of advice, I mean there's thousands of pieces of advice for like new cruisers, but dinghy fuel tank. Get as large as you can kind of stomach dinghy fuel tank, and you'll never ever, I don't know what I was going to say. Get a large dinghy fuel tank. It's just,
we don't check it all the time and you don't have to constantly check it.
Yeah, you just don't have to constantly check it. We've been doing a lot of running around back and forth and everything with the dinghy in the past couple days, and I know the tank was full, plus we have a spare tank on board, so, but bigger dinghy fuel tanks are always better. The 10 liters or the like 3-gallon fuel tanks, always try and get like, we have like a 25 liter. Oof, man, we did it with our old dinghy as well. We put a bigger fuel tank in. It's so nice. Yeah, especially if you like going on dinghy trips, and we've done a few. Yeah. Even just since we've been back in the water, like off Mallorca, we did a few nice big trips. Oh, that's my anchor alarm. We could drag a fair way before it goes off. I had to set it a bit big. But we've got the space in here anyway. All right, let's go get some fuel, not for the dinghy, but for the main boat. These metal walls that they built for the marina are definitely disintegrating. What, it's been 20 years from what I've read online since they first put these here, and obviously haven't looked after it and never finished it or protected them. I don't know what their plan was. I don't know if their plan was like to put rocks down or something, but whatever steel they used, they didn't coat or I don't know. They're shredded. Yeah, completely gone. We came by dinghy because we were told that maybe at this time of year the bridge opening would be sporadic. It's supposed to open at 12 o'clock, and it's 12 o'clock. we could have very easily just brought the big boat in here. But a bunch of the reviews that were recent said that
it's been quite sporadic with its opening, and often you can't radio the people that do it, and when they're not there doing it, then they just don't answer the radio.
Those reviews are all wrong.
Well,
there's a guy up in the tower right now.
Today.
He's bang on it.
Maybe other days it's been different, but oh well, it's been nice in the dinghy as well anyway.
That's a cool view.
It is, it's really cool.
There's a sailboat coming our way.
Oh yeah, so they've timed it right, as long as it stays open for a bit, I suppose.
Yeah.
So this little entrance goes into, firstly, a marina, and then after that, this whole big open area.
It's like a lagoon, like a saltwater, massive area.
Yeah, really, really big. And you can go in and anchor. So we've had thought about that, but because we're only staying probably for the night and the anchorage we're in is super protected and there's no one there and lots of swing room, that seems better. And then we don't have to worry about the bridge timing, although it seems like it's right on time. But then we can leave whenever we want tomorrow, basically. We don't have to wait for the bridge time, which I think is every few hours, so it's not bad. Here's the marina and the fuel dock.
We've established that we can fit about 200 liters of diesel. I'm not sure how many gallons it is, close to 50, 45 maybe gallons of diesel in the dinghy, and that's the max. Unless we want to be like tipping these barrels over, which we don't. All right, finito. And then we might get gasoline too. Tied up the boat. They're gonna let us leave it here at the fuel dock. Off to the grocery store. We don't have any bags.
No, hopefully they sell some.
Yeah.
Wasn't in the plan. We didn't know we'd be able to leave the dinghy here and walk to a supermarket. We just asked the guy that's working here and he's super nice. He's like, yeah, just leave your boat here, and showed us on the map where to walk, and he said a 10-minute walk and you'll find a little supermarket. So that's cool. We were going to take the fuel back to the boat and then come all the way back in.
This is going to be a great walk though.
Yeah. This is the path to the little supermarket. It's actually so nice. It's right along the little lake, I suppose you'd call it.
This is massive.
Yeah. Yeah, not little, but a lake or a marsh, or I don't know. It is salt water. It's connected through under that bridge that we went under.
I don't know. Marshes tend to smell. This doesn't smell.
It's really nice, and it looks really clear and clean. So it's really cool. It's called Mar Menor. If you want to look it up, maybe we'll show a map of it. If we can figure out the editing for that. And we're walking along basically the spit that separates the lake from the ocean.
And it's only really thin too.
Yeah, it's super, super thin. It's really nice. And just so peaceful around here. Maybe it's just because we've been in Mallorca for too long. Not Menorca, that's the other island there. But yeah, it's just super quiet and peaceful and calm. There's a couple of boats out sailing.
There is almost nobody walking along here. And you can tell with all these restaurants and everything that it would be probably really lively on like a Friday, Saturday night. There was a Taste of India restaurant, some nice Indian curry that would hit the spot.
This is the Venice restaurant. It is technically getting into the low season now because winter's coming, although today's a really nice balmy day. So
yeah.
What do you think it is?
Well, it's a sailboat. That's ridiculous. We live on one.
This is end of October and it had been getting quite chilly, even on the sail over here, but today is so nice and warm. Makes you think winter's not actually coming.
Does winter come here?
I don't know. We are in like the south, close to the south of Spain, so I suppose it doesn't get like super cold winter.
We walked past the grocery store, but we didn't really notice, but we don't really care. We're just going to walk back along the other side of the isthmus or promenade, or spit, whatever you want to call it.
I'd say spit.
That is amazing.
Yeah, it's really nice. It's got a good vibe here. And I don't use that word often, but it just is really chill and nice.
As usual, we got way more than we were supposed to get, but we got some tasty foods.
Because we don't know if we'll be stopping again before Gibraltar. Maybe one more stop on the mainland of Spain, and then Gibraltar, and then Portugal. On our way in, we just happened to come at midday and the bridge opened right on time. And now on the way back, we just happened to have spent 2 hours exactly, and it looks like it is opening right on time. So I think the reviews are wrong. I think this bridge opens exactly every 2 hours. And we happen to have been going under it exactly when it opens, so that's cool. And there's a sailboat coming in, and there's 2 sailboats coming behind us.
Home sweet home. Still got a lot of work to do. I think someone was yelling at someone else.
We just watched the most beautiful sunrise. It's super peaceful in this anchorage. Had a cup of tea and also checked the update on Predict Wind for the forecast, and we're probably going to stick around here for another day or so actually. So it's good to have that updated weather forecast just before we were potentially going to go this morning, but now looks like we'll go maybe tomorrow or the next day and get some good weather down to Gibraltar and through the strait. How about that, Coconut? Good plan?
So here's the fuel for our port and starboard tanks. On the right is starboard, on the left is port.
So you can see we're pretty low, and that's why we've got a few barrels of fuel here while we've got a bit of time to wait. We do have some sailing weather looking like it's going to come, and we could kind of sail down to Gibraltar and maybe even through the strait. But we are a little bit worried about our standing rigging, as you've probably seen in previous videos, and we're going to be replacing it brand new. It's all ordered and paid for since back in March, and so that's why we're going to Portugal. We don't know how old the standing rigging is on the boat. It's potentially the original, which is 20 years old. So given we're so close to getting some new standing rigging, we don't want to stress the rig at all and have some major catastrophe. So we'll probably do a lot of heavy reefing, motoring if it's high winds, and even just kind of motor sailing with the head sail out and the motor on, or at least one of the engines. Sometimes 2 if we need, but maybe hopefully the idea would be 1 engine and the head sail and only the main if we... I don't even know if we'll put it up.
I think we'll put the main back up, because right now it's down, but we probably won't raise the main until we get new standing rigging. The main is huge. Right
now the main is off the boat because we just got it fully repaired.
Well, no, it's on the boat. It's right up there.
Yeah, it's on the boat. It's not on the rig. And same with the staysail. We've got a brand new staysail and it came, so it's still in its box. So yeah, that's the idea. We're going to just put some fuel in now, and at least we'll be ready to go when we do weigh anchor and head off.
Let's get to it.
Oh, and we want to not get too much fuel here. That's why we didn't want to take another reason we didn't want to take the big boat down under the bridge that opens and fill up completely, because the fuel is really, really cheap in Gibraltar. It's the cheapest place around. And so we want to fully stock up on fuel there so that we're prepared for the Atlantic crossing.
Ooh, scary.
Yeah, it's getting real.
These fuel barrels hold like, I don't know the gallons, like 50 liters. It's just very heavy. It's like 2.5. Oh wait, I can do the math. It's close to like, let's say 12.5 gallons of fuel.
It's a lot. It's a lot more than the usual jerry cans we used to carry around. These were just on the boat, so we've just kept using them.
And we have a ton of them. I think we can carry, like, I don't know, we have a ton. But we don't need them.
There's our mainsail, ready to be hoisted up.
We don't need all the jerry cans we have. We'll probably give a bunch of them away after we cross the Atlantic. because we won't need them.
Especially in the Caribbean. There's such good trade winds compared to in the Med.
And we can hold like 1,900 liters of fuel on the boat without any jerry cans. So
that should be plenty.
Yeah.
But we figure they're on the boat now, so we may as well keep them for the Atlantic crossing.
Yeah, for sure. Anyway, I'm going to get the others.
Even though we 100% plan on sailing the whole Atlantic crossing. But better safe than sorry, in my opinion. I know everyone has different views, but I'd rather have some backup fuel in case something happens with the rig, although it definitely shouldn't because we'll have new standing rigging. New sails. All sails will have either been new or recently repaired. New running rigging and new standing rigging.
On the last boat, we had a really bad time when it came to, transferring fuel. It just wasn't fun. And I suggest if you're going to start sailing, or if you already sail, figure out the jobs that like you absolutely hate doing. And then if you can purchase something to make them easier, those are going to be like your highest rewards. Transferring fuel took forever on the old boat. And with this boat, it's literally as simple as going like this.
If you're going to be in places where you want to get jerry cans. Otherwise, most people probably just take the big boat to the fuel dock.
Well, yeah, but I mean,
or not have to
be cruising.
Not have to do it very often.
If you're going to be cruising, you're going to be using jerry cans.
Sometimes.
At least we do. Now you just wait.
Now we've got a little bit of fuel in both tanks, so we're good to make it to Gibraltar now, even if we do a fair bit of motoring.
More importantly, what day is it today?
Not a day that means much to me.
It's the day before Halloween! Have you ever carved a pumpkin in your entire life?
No. No way.
Look at that! What is that? We were able to find a pumpkin in the store yesterday, and I'm ever so excited. I love Halloween. When I was younger, I dressed up in like big costumes and everything, and now we have a pumpkin. Do we have any more work left to do today?
Definitely.
Oh.
That can be a reward.
And we have also Halloween cookies. That's all I got. I got nothing more.
All right, let's see if we can get some work done.
We have been working away, starting a bunch of jobs, doing a bunch of planning, ordering a bunch of stuff that we need to get ready. But the sun is going down here. We're going to have a beautiful sunset right there. Still nice and calm in the anchorage over here. And I think it's about time to make some cookies, some Halloween cookies.
It is super random that this little anchorage had a Halloween pack, but we were happy to find it because Darcy always loves Halloween, and I basically have never really celebrated it.
We gave away candy in Mexico.
Yeah, we did it a little bit in Mexico, and then I can't even remember where we were for it last year, but maybe in Panama, or maybe I was in Australia. And it's just not big in Australia, especially when I was growing up. It certainly wasn't. So this is going to be a first for me, so let's see how I go. The instructions are in Spanish. I can translate, but I'm going to try and do it without translation.
Look at that. All that was in that box. That was definitely €7 well spent, eh?
I'm more excited for this.
Ooh, the pumpkin. Cookies are done.
I'm going to have this one first.
What's that one?
Coconut. Coconut, it's you.
Is it you want to have the coconut cookie? No, but she can't have it because it's not good for her.
She doesn't even like good food at the best of times, so she's definitely not going to eat herself.
Yeah. How is it?
Yummy.
All right, we are going to devour these cookies and then carve a pumpkin.
Woo! I've officially carved my first pumpkin. And Coconut loved it. I decided she's a Halloween cat because she's orange and black and white. So she fits all the Halloween things. Anyway, it was really fun. I loved carving it. It's super pretty. As you know.
Super pretty? Look at that. That's one spooky pumpkin. Ready? Ready?
Well, I never expected to carve one in Spain on a boat in an anchorage with no one around whatsoever. Not even another boat tonight. so it's pretty cool. Maybe we'll have Halloween in a more Halloweeny place, but as you know, we're real time. This video comes out on Halloween. This is Halloween Eve, if that's a thing that you say. I don't know.
It is not, but I'll allow it.
So we're celebrating tonight, but maybe tomorrow night we'll go into the city town here and see if anything's happening on actual Halloween. But otherwise, it's been fun. And yeah, we'll see you all next Friday. Thanks heaps to our Patreons. We're going to be basically waiting here. For
getting work done and waiting for the Blue Jays to beat the pants off the LA Dodgers in the World Series. Come on, Blue Jays, one more game.
Fingers crossed. And then basically also waiting for weather to get down to Gibraltar and through the Strait and back up to Portugal. So yeah, wish us luck for all of those things, and we'll see you all next Friday. Bye,
Huge
guys.
Thanks to everyone on Patreon.
Yeah, we'll get an extra video on Patreon every week, so whether that's boat jobs or some extra sailing or coconut or a trip into town. Anyway, see yous. Bye.
Adios. Ooh.